Okay, today we're going to talk about why circumstances don't matter, and we're going to talk about the uncomfortability of that space in between of the old reality, meaning the old you, the old story, and that space where things are unfolding and it's transitioning and shifting and whatever you want to fucking call it, to the new version of you and the new reality. There is a space in between, and that's where most people are really, really uncomfortable and struggle. So I'm going to help support you with that, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. Hey everyone, it's Kim Velez, Conscious Life and Success Coach, and I am always excited to be here with you today. So before we dive into this video, if you are interested, for those of you that have not manifested your SP back and you're really fucking struggling with this, I highly suggest you get my video. It's free. The link is below. The number one reason why you're not, because even though I share everything for free on every platform that I'm on, which is TikTok, Instagram, and here. So if you aren't following me on those other platforms, please check out the links as well if you're interested. But you really have to understand what this game is, that there is no one to change but self. So that is available for free. I also have my amazing group where we join every month, where we're on Zoom and it's hot seat coaching, and then you're in a Facebook support group that I answer, as well as the moderators in there daily to support you on this journey. Reinforcement is important because we are learning to think a completely different way. It's only $49 a month. I have all the recordings of the coaching sessions uploaded in that Facebook group, so you can go back and rewatch them. I also do monthly audio trainings in there as well, and you have the library of that as well. So you can support yourself by reinforcing this, by listening, rewatching these coaching sessions, because this is how it gets drilled in. So let's jump into this topic. So circumstances don't matter. We all know this intellectually. We've all learned this. For those of you that maybe are new to my channel, welcome. You're in the best fucking place in the world, in my opinion. This is gonna empower you like you've never been empowered before. But circumstances don't matter. And you know, listen, we know this because whatever we're experiencing right now in our current reality was created by our old thoughts. And so when we start focusing in our mind and becoming aware and observing differently a new story of what we want, then we understand that it will come to be. That this right now was from old thinking, and so that's why you have to be present in the moment and focus your thoughts on the version of you and the story of what you would rather experience, and you're investing in that reality. You're moving your awareness more and more and more into that reality until it becomes so much so dominant that it becomes your actual reality. So no one to change but self, you know, and this is where people struggle the most, because people are looking for the quick fix. People don't like to be in that space in between, which is the bridge of incidents, which is things just unfolding, which is you going from an old self-concept to a new self-concept. It's you undoing these limiting beliefs about yourself, as well as your person or love or life, whatever it is you're manifesting. Money doesn't matter. And then reinforcing a new belief system that you don't fully accept as your truth. You don't know it to be your truth yet. So that process, that space in between, can really, it is uncomfortable at many different points for all of us, because we are trying on a new hat, so to speak. And again, we haven't worn it long enough where it's comfortable and it just feels so natural that we don't even notice it's on our head anymore, so to speak, right? And this is what the work is. This is why Neville talks about feeling is the secret. It's not the emotions, it's the feeling of naturalness, feeling that this is just who you are. You know this to be you dominantly. And it takes time to get there, different lengths of time for different people, depending on your belief system, depending on a lot of fucking things. This is why you don't compare yourself to other success stories. There is no competition outside of you. All you're doing is reinforcing, okay, if I don't like what I've been experiencing, these patterns in my life, then I have to change the programming so I can experience something different. And all I can do is keep reinforcing that new story until one day it is mine. And that's all you're doing here, because it is law of assumption. You have to get or experience what it is that you're assuming, what is your dominant assumption. But until it becomes your dominant assumption, you won't have it consistent. And that's okay, because that is what the process is. So you have to really understand what you're doing. And there's a lot of people that, you hear Masha in the background, there's a lot of people that are really struggling because they don't like the way they feel. They're in that space in between. They're still dominantly, she's cracking me up with the squeaking. They're still dominantly in their old story. And so the way to alleviate, you know, not feeling good enough, not feeling chosen, not feeling loved, not feeling wanted in their mind is if this person comes in and chooses them, picks them, loves them, then all is good. And that's not how it works, because that's what you did before, and because of how you feel internally and believe about yourself internally. So this is what you're reprogramming, right? This is why circumstances don't matter, because they were manifested based off the old thinking. So since you're not controlling outside of you, since you're not looking out of your eyes at this specific person and judging and observing and saying, oh my God, they still haven't changed, you're changing you. You're changing your story of who you are, and you're changing your story of who they are as well. And then the goal is for you to build your believability and your faith in the unseen, for you to build your believability in law of assumption and the concepts of everyone as you pushed out, and, you know, thought transmission, and you are the operant power of your reality, and that all you're doing is changing your story internally in your mind, how you see things. Not, oh, they're showing me this, so that means it's fact. Oh, if I can't believe in anything until this person, you know, shows me in my 3D reality that this is what this is who I am, because they're telling me this is who I am. No, you're deciding this is who the fuck you are. You're deciding this is going to be my new experience, and you're persisting in that story whenever you think of the fucking opposite. Whenever you do see your 3D and take notice that of something that isn't favorable, you're going to go within in your brain, in your mind, and you're going to think the new thoughts of the new reality that you desire and the new version of you. And this is what letting go is letting go of that old reality. And when you do that, that's when you experience the internal shift and a lot of peace internally. And then you will really experience an outer shift at some point in your reality. So no one to change but self, guys. Circumstances don't matter. The uncomfortability that you're experiencing in that space in between of the old reality versus the new reality, the old you versus the new you, is just you implementing and practicing being this new way. And until it becomes habitual, until you buy into it and start accepting it more and more as, yeah, this is who I am, it will feel that way. It'll continue to feel uncomfortable, and that's okay. That means you are actually changing. That means you're transforming. That means you're doing this beautiful inner work to change a belief system that was manifesting shit. All right, so I hope this helped you. This is why you persist. This is why you don't stay attached to 3D. A lot of people keep doing this. A lot of people feel really good when they get feedback from their SP that's favorable. And the minute they don't fucking get it, or they meet someone new and they're having it mirrored back, they feel awful when they don't receive it. And all that's telling you is you're still attached to needing circumstances to validate your inner story. And you're changing that, because you're going to validate your inner story no matter what's happening out here. You're going to know and believe at some point, no, this is who I am. And that's what revaluing yourself is. That's what Neville talks about when he says, no one to change but self. Changing your self concept, the world has to catch up and reflect that back to you at some point. You're not needing the world to tell you who you are. You are deciding who you are. And then your SP will mirror that back, and so will many others. All right, guys, take care. Bye.